Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Welcome back to the Tribune, where we dive into the weird and wild world of pop culture. Today, we're talking about a topic that's sure to send chills down your spine: the Final Destination franchise. Specifically, we're exploring what one of its producers thinks is the weakest link in the chain. So, you might be thinking, what could possibly suck in a series known for death-defying stunts and eerie plot twists? Well, let me tell you, it's not the latest installment in the franchise that's got our producer quaking in their boots. No, it's actually one of the older entries that gets the nod of disappointment. The film in question is, pausing for dramatic effect, Final Destination 3. Yeah, we know what you're thinking. Wait, didn't this get generally well received by fans and critics alike? And you'd be right. But according to our producer source, there's one aspect that sets it apart from the rest, or rather, brings it down a notch. According to our insider, Final Destination 3 is often cited as the weakest entry in the series due to its lack of originality. The film's plot revolves around a high school student who dies after pushing his girlfriend in front of a runaway trolley. Sounds familiar, right? This setup has been done before and better in previous installments. It's not just the story that's the issue, it's also how it plays out. Our source claims that the film relies too heavily on contrived plot twists and convenient coincidences to get you through the 80-minute runtime. I mean, let's be real, if a character can die in a bus crash and then suddenly reappear just because, what's the point? Now we know some of you out there might be thinking, but the Tribune, I loved Final Destination 3, what about all those jump scares? Well, here's the thing. While it may have gotten its fair share of thrills, that's exactly the problem. It was too reliant on cheap jump scares rather than actual tension and suspense. Now, don't get me wrong, we're not here to trash talk Final Destination 3. It still has its moments, especially if you're a fan of that particular type of horror. However, if our producer is telling the truth, then it's safe to say this one might be the odd child out in an otherwise well-regarded franchise. That's all for today, folks. If you agree with our producer or have a different take on Final Destination 3, hit us up in the comments below. And remember, at the Tribune, we're always on the pulse of what's new and what's not so new in pop culture. Stay tuned for more exciting content, and don't forget to like and subscribe for all your entertainment needs.